So we're going to do some cleaning inspiration today, and then we're going to work our way into pulling out the holiday decor. We're going to start with Thanksgiving. Towards the end, I may be looking at some Christmas decorations. Let's do an assessment of what needs done first. The most cluttered room right now is the living room. I think you would agree with me. Let's start cleaning up, decluttering. Grab a laundry basket and put on some music and get busy. For cleaning the window, I use vinegar and water. This is the cheapest way to go, and it works.
Well, it looks like we got a lot done, but this is only half the living room. So we got the other half to do.
So I'm cleaning out the couch. As you can see, I moved the cushions out of the couch so I can clean this. This is a lot of dirt that collected over the last 3 months or more, maybe 5 or 6 months. It's ridiculous. From Boo and I being outside and then sitting on the couch to relax.
To tell the truth, I wasn't crazy about cleaning today, but once I got into it, oh, it was a lot of fun and great exercise.
The room has been dusted and swept and mopped, and we found a place to put the large pumpkin. Happy fall up here on the window. And I have these ribbons that I got on 50% off a couple years ago from Michael's. And we'll be doing the decorations coming up real soon, but I just wanted you to see the sofa was not as dirty as I thought. I didn't have to scrub it, and I cleaned the mirrors, so I'm happy with that. It's nice and shiny. The coffee table's clean. It's beat up a little bit, but it's very clean. I'm just going to put garland on the mantelpiece and with pine cones. So we'll have a hint of winter, but it's still fall and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. So I want to go with the fall decor. And I do have paper decorations and paper turkeys, and I'll be using some of those also. These I bought several years ago, and they cost very little money. So this is a frugal lifestyle channel, and it's not about putting up expensive, elaborate pieces. That's just not my style. And if I can find some little knickknacks that will go well on the mantle that have a fall look for Thanksgiving, I'll put those out. So here's what I came up with, and it's nothing elaborate. I just layered some leaves. I laid down a red garland, and it was just all red leaves. So I wanted to add some color, pops of color with some yellow and orange leaves. It's very simple. I think the pumpkin looks very nice there. It's silver. It's a silver pumpkin, and it goes very nicely with the gold tint from the mirror frame. And then I just laid down some little, these were jack-o'-lanterns that were attached to a decoration. I just turned them around, and we're going to keep it simple. To me, this is a little elaborate. In fact, it's not exactly simple, but yet it is compared to most decorations today that I see that are trendy. And it reminds me of the fall, which is, it's still fall, but the pine cones add a touch of winter, the feel of winter and Christmas. This table I found someone had thrown out in front of their house, and I just picked it up when I was walking the dog and carried it home. I know it's funny and it sounds like I'm cheap, but I thought it would make a nice piece. If I get into household plants, you know, I never really got into plants inside the house. I like to do my gardening outside. I'm mainly an in-ground gardener. I found something else that I put on this that looked fairly good, but it doesn't go along with the fall theme exactly. These beautiful white, I believe they're dahlias, were thrown into a wooden area where I walked the dog, and they were just thrown on the ground. And I just picked them up and brought them home, and here they are in a vase. This is from a week and a half ago, and these are still fresh in a vase of water. I love these paper turkeys. I think they're amazing. Now, over in this corner, we have a lampshade that looks very plain. I'm going to give this a Thanksgiving look by just putting a turkey there, and it works out perfect. If I don't bump the lamp, it won't fall down. And right underneath the lamp, I put a vase with artificial flowers. But I think we brought the outdoors in a little bit. We have a pumpkin, a real pumpkin there that came from the garden. And if I had some gourds on the mantle, that would be awesome too, some real gourds. I didn't grow any this year. To the coffee table, we added a fall centerpiece and 2 butternut squashes from the garden. But I did add some garland over to the side. I just taped on a couple pieces of garland on each side of the mantle so that the leaves overflow. And then I added some garland to the fireplace screen. I kept it very simple, and I think it has a rustic elegance about it. Now, if I had more pumpkins, if I'd grown more pumpkins, I would have them all around here. Yeah, I have one more pumpkin, but it's on the front porch. It's going to stay there, so I'll have a decorative feature for Thanksgiving on the porch. Maybe next year, and maybe I'll grow white pumpkins too. All right, the decorations are complete. I added just some little simple knickknacks to the end tables. I added a little candle. It smells like cinnamon. Ew, it smells wonderful. Now we are going to turn our attention to the dining room, which has become a catch-all, as you can see, but I will remedy this situation. Now we pretty much have a clear canvas. We need to get this dining room dusted, wiped down, swept and mopped. Oh, that really got this to shine. Because usually I just use just plain water on this, a damp cloth. That's what I usually do. It really needed this pine saw.
Let's see, this window looks really clean. I did clean it in the early fall, so this is one thing we don't have to do.
Table setting took longer than mopping the floor. Being creative, using what we have. Now, if I was hosting a party, I'm going to be honest, I probably would have gone out and purchased some nicer napkins, because these napkins were the ones that we used for Halloween. The same type of design is what I'm saying. I probably would have gone out, I would have made some purchases, maybe equaling up to $20, $30. But here I didn't have to pay anything. I used what we had, and I used my creativity, and we came up with a fall design on a very plain tablecloth, but at least it's neutral. You can change this up. All you gotta do is take the pumpkins and take them off the table. And actually with this red leaf garland, you can use this for Christmas also. Just add some greenery with it or some pine cones. So you can turn this into a Christmas table settings with just a few alterations.
Now the kitchen looks like it always does. It's the most used room in the house. We need to remove everything from the counters and clean thoroughly.
Great. The kitchen counters are clean. And this is the only way for me to do it. I only do it like 4 times a year where I move everything, including the microwave. I scoot it aside and clean these counters thoroughly. I like to use the dishwashing liquid that I've already used for washing my dishes. That's why I left that in here. Look how dirty this water is. This is not from the dishes. They were not that dirty. It was from the kitchen counters. They were filthy. All right. I ended up washing some more dishes before the evening was over. I decorated over here a little bit with what I had, and I used those white flowers. We have fall going on with a hint of Christmas with the berries on the little lantern. I have too much I have to keep over here. We need the spices. We need the toaster. My husband uses it every day, and I use the coffee pot religiously every day. We use a strainer because I don't have a dishwasher. And I'm not going to put any decorations over here, I don't think, because it would be too cluttered. It's already cluttered enough. But this counter is so much cleaner. I feel a lot better about holiday cooking now. I'm going to get ready to start. I'm so excited. Look, this was from Halloween. I said, why not turn it around? I love that shiny blue. It's kind of a green. I just love the way it shines. I'm going to go ahead and use that. I don't know if I could decorate it for Christmas. I'll come up with some idea so I don't have to buy one. Okay, then. Oh, I got one more thing to show you. I'm so excited. I love the holidays. My husband's starting to work on it. He insists on doing it himself. I want to help him. Hopefully he'll let me. He's a Mr. Do It himself guy, and no one else can do it as good as he can. But we're going to paint this white. Thank God our kitchen's going to look more spacious, and it's my preferred color for a kitchen is white, not hunter green, this was painted 20 years ago. And this is outdated. We need to let it go. So I'm so excited. He actually bought the paint. So I know it's going to happen. Praise the Lord. So this area I didn't worry about cleaning, and I don't have to do the floors because we're painting this weekend. But I got to do the cooking before he starts the painting and get that out of the way. We'll leave this table the way it is until it's time to paint. Then we'll move it back away from here. I look like I'm blending into the wall here, but because I got a green shirt on that says Merry Christmas. I'm going down to get the Christmas garland, and there's so much of it. It's down in the basement. Oh, this is not even half of it. So now I'll try to find a Christmas tree or two. They're not very big, they're small. we might get a real one this year too. Oh, it's in this box. Oh, here we go. Got a little tree here and a larger tree. And hopefully we'll get a real tree. So maybe we'll have 3 trees. I got the calendar thing going on. Countdown. And 2 Christmas mugs. Green. Look at that green. I love green, just not in the kitchen. Oh well. Got my Santa hat. As soon as December 1st hits, we're going to deck out the halls. So check back, and also for my cooking videos. Happy holidays. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one.